Hey everybody, welcome into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports. I'm Sports Director Brandon Bosser.
What is up? It is yours truly, sports anchor Devin J. Martin. We got a packed show tonight. Brandon, I'm glad to have you back. I know you take the last week off dealing with a lot of family stuff. Yeah. Congratulations on your second daughter.
Thank you very much, Devin. It's good to be back. I've really enjoyed the last couple of weeks just being at home, getting used to having a second child now. There's a lot less sleep in my life right now.
Being a girl dad times two, though.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. Getting to meet your child for the first time. It's been so much fun. So,
yeah, but the Summer League basketball couldn't keep you away, though.
I got to tell you, I've been sitting at home, and I'm like, I want to get out to the Summer League basketball so bad. You know what? We're going to talk about it right now. We're getting our first looks at some of the teams from the Henlopen Conference up in Delaware. So let's check out the action from yesterday.
Yeah, first we got Seaford and Lake Forest. Brandon, it was a pretty interesting matchup. Now, Seaford obviously losing a lot of talent from last year's incredible team. I mean, the Blue Jays were one of the best teams in the Henlopen for the past 2 seasons, but they are rebuilding. So the Spartans, they were out in the hot start right there. Darius Millers pulls up from deep and drains the three. The Blue Jays have to take a timeout, but Lake delivered the punch in the first half, but then the Blue Jays responded.
Yeah, fast forward second half now, and this half would be all Seaford. The Jays get the nice mid-range jump shot to fall, then Lake trying to stay in it, but in the end, Seaford walked away with the win as the Blue Jays take this one. Final score of 51-39, so they win this one by a dozen. We spoke with Jays head coach Vince Evans after the game and asked him about the upcoming season and what they're doing to prepare for it.
Yeah, Brandon, I know before we get to that side, we all expect Seaford to be a talented squad this year, despite losing Brent Ricketts and Kareem Bolden. And they should still be in the running for the South Henlopen South title. So, But obviously Lake Forest is a team led by Jackson Starkey and the three-point specialist and Darius Miller. So I can see Lake building on that 12-win season.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's going to be interesting to see if Seaford can go back and win that Henlopen title once again. Let's hear from Coach Evans now.
Man, we're just using this as an opportunity to work and get better. We lost some good guys, but we have some younger guys ready to step up, and they've been coming to the gym every day, putting in the work, just trying to get better so we can compete and keep things going the way they have been going. Got some things we need to work on. I think we played well at times. We were able to beat a good Lake Forest team, which to me is going to probably be the team to beat in the South. So, work on some of the things that we need to work on to get better and just keep building.
That's interesting to hear from Coach Evans right there, the Lake Forest Spartans being the team to beat in the South. That's interesting.
I know, that's a big flip. Obviously, it was always Seaford and Laurel for the past 2 seasons in the Henlopen. But obviously, times change and teams change. I think Polytech was a really good team last year. We'll see what they look like. But, yeah, obviously in the Bayside South now, it looks like Lake Forest is one of the top teams.
They will have a target on their back this year.
Absolutely. And obviously now Seaford and Lake weren't the only teams to square off yesterday. We also got Smyrna taking on Caesar Rodney. We didn't really cover both of these teams too much last year, but maybe we'll be covering them a lot more this year.
The
Eagles, they got out to a hot start. They dish it out to the corner, and then he gets to the lane and gets a teardrop shot to fall. But the Riders respond. They kick the ball to the corner, hit him with the pump fake, and then fires away.
That's a thing of beauty.
That is a thing of beauty. That's the NBA shot right there. 15 years ago, he would have did the pump fake and get to the rim, but now he's going to take a pump fake and jack a three, but he made it, though. Now, could the Riders hold on to the momentum? Ball at the top of the key. They drive in and gets the nice, easy layup to fall. Smyrna is trying to stay into this game, though. They get the trap, they get the steal, they get the fast break, they get the bucket. But CR walks away with the W. They take it over Smyrna in a final score of 46-38.
Yeah, CR lost 4 seniors from last year's team, the biggest of which was Steven Smith. But they do have a pair of juniors for this coming year, Khalil Kemp and Alex Dowdy, who are big-time scorers for them last year. So the Riders, they did finish the year strong. They went 9-11 last year, but they started 0-5. So they finished strong down the stretch. Should be playoff contenders this year. But one thing's for sure, when you play CR, you will have to guard the perimeter because they've got some good shooters out there.
Absolutely, and I think it's a guards league, and they're a team that is definitely filled with some really skilled guards.
Now it's time to talk about Sussex Central and Polytech, and the Golden Knights starting off the right way. Corner tray ball shot is up, and that one is good. But why stop at one three-point shot when you can drain yet another? There's some range to this team right here. Another three-point shooting contest for Central in the first half. They kept knocking down shot after shot. Hey, the Golden Knights, they can shoot the ball, too, from long range.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
In the end, though, wasn't the best for Poly as Central would keep the momentum on their side in the second half. They dominate this one, winning 66-42 against the defending Henlopen North champions.
Yeah, Polytech is definitely a team we're going to be looking out for a little bit to see how they bounce back. Obviously, Kyle Gamber was one of their best players last year. Now he's gone. But Sussex Central is a team. I went to a couple of their games last year. They got some good size on the perimeter and in the post. And when you have a team that has some good big man size and some good guard size, even on the high school level, that's a team that's really going to be tough to beat, because especially when you got size down low, there's only so much you can do if they're guys 6'5", 6'6", and they're getting the boards and they're blocking shots and stuff.
Especially in Delaware, you want to have that guy down low who can control the paint. All right, after a much anticipated wait, Y-High basketball star Antoine Wilson has finally told us where he's playing come the fall in college. We've been waiting for this.
Yeah, we have been all summer, and he's staying local. He'll be traveling 15 minutes down the road to play for Coach Jason Crafton and the resurging UMES Hawks. Antoine is coming at a great time. Obviously, the Hawks have had coming off one of their best seasons in a long time.
This is a very exciting announcement because Antoine is coming there right as the Hawks are the best they've been in a few decades.
Absolutely. And, you know, the other day he held a press conference announcing where he was going to sign. Obviously, you can see his friends, family, coaches, former teammates. They were all there to hear his decision. And then after he announced, you see Coach Butch Waller, some of the other coaches as well, gave some speeches talking about the young man and all the growth they have seen from him over the past 4 years, from his freshman year at Y-High to even when he left and went to Cross Christian and when he came back for his senior year. Now, Brandon, Antoine had told me he was considering other Division I programs like Siena and Morgan State, but he decided that he needed to stay close to home as possible because he wanted to build something here on the Eastern Shore and leave a real legacy here on Wycomico County.
Get to play in front of Eastern Shore, and, you know, more kids can come around here like Jace Hudson. Like, we got talent, and yeah, just start a foundation at Eastern Shore. Being local and, you know, changing the foundation around UMES, it's gonna be fun. I'm going to UMES. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him signing that right there. You want to leave that impression. Somerset County, too. Yeah, Somerset County, Wycomico County, all the different counties in the Eastern Shore. He wants to show that he could stay local, be a great athlete, and have great success without having to go across the bridge. Now, he'll be joining a squad that we just talked about, the Hawks. They wrapped up one of their most successful seasons in years. They finished 18-13, and off the top of my head, I think that's one of the 2 or 3 times since 2000 that they've had a winning record, obviously led by head coach Jason Crafton, and now Wilson will be adding to their firepower. I mean, he's the best scorer in the state.
A lot of firepower. He's one of the best athletes we've seen in the Bayside the last few years. Wilson broke a 26-year-old record for most points in a season at Y-High and points averaged by a Tribe player with 722 points, 26.7 points per game.
Getting buckets.
That old record at Y-High was 600 points in a season set by Damian Johnson in 1997, so absolutely obliterating it. His 722 were the most scored by any Maryland Public School boys basketball player during the 2022-23 season. His now former coach, Butch Waller, says he is proud of everything that Antoine has been able to accomplish over there at the Waller Dome.
We've had a lot of kids go to college over the years, but not that many go to Division I and get one of these, which is a full ride. He's a local product. He's not anything we went out and quote unquote recruited, which seems to go on a lot. He's one of ours, so that's it's very rewarding and very happy for him and his family.
I love listening to Coach Waller.
As soon as I was like, I got to talk to him, I wanted to get his reaction, and he definitely gave us some gold right there.
Yeah, they didn't recruit him.
Yeah, he's a local product right here, one of their own. And, I mean, again, he's just he was phenomenal last season.
He sure was.
Band,
he was amazing. He's got a great Euro step. He's got the length. He's got the athleticism. He's a great catch for UMES basketball, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people going down to the gym in Princess Anne to watch him play.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Antoine on going D1 and staying here on the Eastern Shore. We're very excited about this.
Yeah.
I think that's a match made in heaven for him and Princess Anne. Now, moving on now to Maryland Summer League. We're going to finish off talking about the games we're going to see on Monday.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of good matchups. And obviously, the best matchup on Monday is going to be Bennett and Pocomoke. White High plays the kids from Washington. Delmarva plays Decatur. And that will be a great test for the Wildcats to see where they're at. And then we also have Laurel and Snow Hill at 6. A lot of these teams are, in rebuilding years. And some of these teams are finally like, hey, White High are the biggest titan of the Bayside South, maybe finally out the way. And now we can be the top of the cream of the crop right now.
Yeah, Bennett and Decatur, we all know that they are the top teams right now in the Bayside South. I'm interested to see what happens with Pocomoke. Is anybody going to step up behind Keandre Nixon down there in Pocomoke? Because he's one of my favorite players to watch in the Bayside South. He's got great game. He can shoot from the perimeter. He can also get to the rim. But is it going to be Jameer Roberts, Christopher Richardson, who steps up in his to be that number 2 for the Pocomoke Warriors? Because I think Pocomoke can challenge Snow Hill and Washington for the best team around in 1A down here. It'll also be interesting to see what happens with Y High. We got to talk about the Tribe rebuilding from last year, losing all of that talent. So We'll see what happens tomorrow with,
as you mentioned, on
Monday with them.
A lot of different teams have not just one player that's really good, but at least 2 players that's really good. And we could see if Pocomoke can finally have that second player that can step up with Keandre as well.
All right, that'll do it for the A block. We're taking our first time out. When we return, the Thunder has been silenced. The decision made by Delaware's minor league hockey team coming up next on the Delmarva Sports Insider.
Hey, my name is Antoine Wilson, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.